Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining me for today's World Session. We are the 2nd of August. So when you're listening to the sessions, make sure that you're nice and cozy and you're sitting down or laying down to receive. So we are going to work with the nervous system today. In fact, I almost feel like doing nothing for today's work except for sitting here together in silence. And that feels like that would help the nervous system to relax and to calm down. But for the purpose of coming together as a group and for whoever's listening to the sessions at home, we are going to do a little bit of nervous system care. And I don't even want to say repair because it doesn't feel like the nervous system is damaged, but it does need some TLC and some tenderness as it starts to shift things through your own body mind, wherever you are on your journey, whether you've just started to self-inquire, if you've just started your energy healing journey, wherever you are, the nervous system is actually doing its job, even if it feels shaky, even if it feels ungrounded. It's always seeking homeostasis. It's always seeking balance in some way, even if it feels turbulent. Your nervous system and your body mind is always at work, supporting you. That being said, we can give it a little bit of extra, a little hug and a little support during the time that it's shifting. So I'm going to run hydration through the cerebellum, both inner and outer. Feels like there's really big shifts happening within the cerebellum. So the cerebellum has to do with how you relate to yourself in your own inner world, so to speak, and then how you relate to the outside world. And the outside cerebellum feels a little bit swollen and impacted. So we're going to go and run some hydration through there, actually doing a Seedri to the whole cerebellum, but focusing on the outer cerebellum. So balance, coordination. And so balance in your life. Well, sometimes I'm going to laugh because I'm just seeing something for myself here. Sometimes what you think is balanced is actually founded in some sort of dysfunction, and it would need to fall away. Something needs to shift, and sometimes in a big way, so that it can come, so you can actually be in a higher, I don't like higher self. I don't like any of that talk. I don't even know what that means, but it feels more present, so more connected with your essence, with your heart, with that spontaneity, with that childlike curiosity of like we're going on a new adventure. Something different is happening, and I have no idea. And there feels like there's a clinging on to, well, I kind of need to know the lay of the land. So we're going to help the cerebellum to calm down and not take, and then also there's the subtle senses coming in, and you feel your life around you, the 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 nervous system is responsible, for many things, but also it has the subtle sense of things. So feeling, energy shifts, whether that be within the planet. So planetary cycles are coming in here as an influence. It can also be feeling the shifts of, a global consciousness that also affects the nervous system and affects your body. Then it can also be feeling shifts within your own life, within your own consciousness, within your own processes, and then those around you. So it could be a lot. And then you add on food and chemicals and towers and everything happening, let's say, out there in quote. So we're going to anchor, we're going to do anchor an individuation to the five senses, both physical and subtle, from the cerebellum Oh God, as I do that, my whole body is relaxing and I could feel the back of my head releasing tension. Bringing a hydration and attraction through the spine, through the whole, doing a beautiful spinal balance. So general spinal balance, so up to lower, mid spine, and then meeting at the middle. And through there, we're also doing a spinal balance using both Body Talk and Reiki, bringing Reiki in through that spinal fluid and through the nerves to help them relax. When there's high stress, we want to stay as centered as possible so that we can navigate these changes. And in comes a liver and gallbladder, and in stuck within that gallbladder is a bunch of muck. Is the best way I can say it. It's just a bunch of past experiences, active memories of things that happened before, and also things that you think about yourself. So those quiet, maybe not so quiet, dirty things that you think about yourself, that way that you manipulate yourself. It could be could be sneaky. And sometimes those manipulations can be very covert, very under the radar. You may not even notice them. So we're going to dump through out of this gallbladder, even running through the gallbladder meridian, we're dumping regret. It just has a lot to do with judging past decisions that you've made and judging the outcome of those decisions. And then it's creating an impetus to move forward in your life. The gallbladder meridian runs down through the leg, and it's impacting the strength center, which in the legs, which is the knees, your will, that will. There we go. So we're going to do dumping regret out of gallbladder, knees, and gallbladder meridian. And then anchoring this, we got to bring it down to the soles of your feet so that you can be in connection with your life, even if that means things are changing. I don't think that humans like change. Change can be like things nice and stable and kind of predictable. And change can really bring about, you know, sometimes upheaval, but that upheaval doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad. It just means that something is changing, something is different. Then we're going to dump resistance to change, which happens all the time. So, I mean, the nature of life is to change. So that's really a resistance to life and experiencing it fully in whatever form it comes in. So sometimes things, no, I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to leave that as that is. So we're going to bring in a repair to those feet, those minor chakras of the feet, and also the minor chakras of the hands. So you're in touch with your life and that your feet are guiding you one step forward on your life's path, whatever that means, free of regret, using liver energy, which is organizing and planning, and anger in the healthy sense for movement forward. All right, let me see. I'm going to tap this in here. Okay, thank you for being here with me today. Please drink a lot of water. And if you feel shaky, get yourself on the floor with your hands out like starfish, with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor, and allow your body to shake. You can get yourself into a salt bath or an Epsom salt bath. That would also help your nervous system. Stay off the screens as much as possible, get out into nature, or simply put your hand on your heart and breathe until you start to relax or come back into center. But if you're breathing from the top of the lungs, that's not really going to help you. They have to be diaphragmatic breaths. And if you're still feeling shaky and need more support, then please reach out and I'd be happy to help you through a session. All right, everyone. See you next week. Thank you for being here with me.